Mukundan, the CEO of Stellapps. Ranjit, thank you so much for taking time out and being here with us on Startup Street. You know, before we get into the fundraise and all of that, you started off as a dairy IoT solutions player. And over the years, you've established yourself as a player in contract manufacturing and private labeling of value-added dairy products. So what has this journey been like? And if you could explain to us the need for this pivot.
Yeah, thank you, Shruti. Thank you, Arundhati, for having me here. So as you rightly said, we started off as a dairy digitization company and started about 14 years ago. And over time, we figured that until you are a full stack, you have a full stack offering, you can't provide enough value to our customers. In the Indian context, doing just technology for dairy operators, we figured the hard way that alone will not help us scale. And as a result, over time, we made some tweaks to our business model. And today, as we speak, we are more of a traceable, digital B2B dairy, helping FMCG companies and direct-to-consumer companies, or D2C as they call it, helping D2C companies launch their own private label dairy products like paneer, dahi, curd, yogurt, and all of that. That's how we have sort of made this work over the last few years.
So it was like an organic way to sort of grow your business as well. But if we can come to what you do, right? Can you simplify for us what does Stellapps do? And who is your client, both Indian and global?
Yeah, say if you're an FMCG company like an ITC or a Unilever, and you'd like to launch traceable, high quality paneer in your own brand, we'll help you private label it completely end to end, right from sourcing the milk digitally from all these smallholder farmers, cold chaining it, converting it into high quality traceable products so that consumers really love it, so that you can private label and sell it. So if you're an ITC or a Unilever or in the future, and a D2C company like a Zepto or a Zomato who would like to private label high quality dairy products, we become the one-stop shop to help them do that.
Absolutely. So that you've simplified exactly what your business does. So now we can get to the fundraise. You've raised this $26 million to sort of accelerate the business, especially the Moomark part of it, right? So if you could take us through how you plan to use these funds, what's on offer? You've detailed what's on offer, and where do you see it in the next 2 to 3 years going forward?
Yeah, so we plan to expand our VADP manufacturing components. We plan to invest in additional processing capacity across India. We already have some capacity in Bangalore and in UP, but the idea is to take it pan-India, so that if you are an Amazon Fresh or a Zomato would like to launch pan-India, we'll have our services already well established. So the idea is to use this money to expand our processing footprint, expand our procurement footprint, and ensure that we become a truly pan-India player, powering the FMCG customers pan-India, not just in 1 or 2 cities. That's essentially what we are planning to use this capital for.
Right, so big expansion plans there. But your dairy tech is currently deployed in over 42,000 villages, enabling the movement of more than 14 million liters of milk every day, right? So if you could talk to us about your tech edge and how is it possible for you to make this business also global at this point?
Yeah, so as I said, since our DNA was always technology, we were incubated at IIT Madras. We focused on developing technology to begin with. And as you said, today we digitize over 14 million liters of milk flow across India. We are present in over 42,000 villages. And we do continue to sell this licenses technology to other B2C dairy operators. So if you're an Amul or a Mother Dairy or a Heritage or any other dairy operator, you could license our technology and help solve for 3 things: productivity, quality, and traceability. Because all the 3 is a challenge in India today, because it's a highly fragmented supply chain. Smallholder farmers, milk moves a long distance from the remote villages to a cup of tea, coffee, or paneer on your plate. And hence, across the chain, as it traverses, how do you ensure that it is residue-free? People are not gaming the system. The cold chains are not broken because it's a highly perishable commodity. And how do you ensure all of that? So we ensure that using our tech, a dairy operator can solve for productivity, quality, and traceability. Now we're also looking at replicating this in outside India. We're talking to, let's say, Danone in Morocco, who would like to deploy this tech in Morocco. We're talking to a bunch of people in Brazil. We're talking to a bunch of folks in Europe to see if this can be scaled in this tech can be scaled outside India as well.
Right. So big plans to go global there as well, and you're in talks to do this. But if you could quickly tell me in 10 seconds, in FY23, you saw 305 crore rupees in revenue and faced a loss of nearly 32 crore rupees. Where do you hope to end this year, and how do you hope to turn a profit, and by when?
Yeah, so our total revenue was about 360 crores in FY24. This year will fundamentally, FY25 will be more or less flattish. So we'll end the year at maybe 350, 400 crores, so fairly flattish, because the focus has been on expanding the margins, stabilizing the margins. And we hope to sort of break even as a company around September 2025. So that's the target we're working on right now.
All right, break even by September 2025. All right, Ranjit, thank you so much for joining us on the show, and we wish you all the best on this journey going forward.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.